Hello, my name is George C. Bradley, and today's presentation will be on misleading graphs. Let's take a look at the agenda. Truncated y-axis, inconsistent scale, cherry-picking data, misleading line interpolation, 3D charts, pie charts with too many slices and misleading context. Truncated y-axis. This is when the y-axis doesn't start at 0, which can exaggerate differences between data points. Let's look at the example that we have over to the right here. You don't see on the left-hand side, you can see how this is real truncated, and that 5 rate right there is really exaggerated on the right here. It has more of a realistic pictorial view with an actual 0 here. So be mindful when you see something without it starting with a 0, just be a little suspicious. Inconsistent scale, you can read the information over here on the left. I'm going to start on the right where it says quarter 1, 2014, quarter 2, 2014, quarter 3, 2014, and you can see you have quarter 4, 2014 that's missing, and quarter 4 of 2014 that's missing, and quarter 1 of 2015 that's missing. So you can see you have an inconsistent scale where information was left out for some particular reason. Cherry-picking. Cherry-picking is something that's real popular in our political scene. You see it in sports. You see it all over, where selectively choosing data points or time periods to emphasize a particular trend while ignoring the broader pattern, the whole picture. You can see in the picture that you have a lady on the left and a man on the right, and we assume that they are talking about the same information, where the lady on the right, you see a positive trend with the chart, and on the lady on the left, has a positive trend moving up with her chart, and the man on the right has a negative trend moving downward with his chart. As you can see, if they're talking about the same thing, both are cherry picking in this area, trying to prove a certain point instead of using the big picture. That's the assumption that we have here. But cherry picking is very popular, and it's very important to show the total picture so you can get the true meaning of what you're trying to talk about. Misleading line interpolation, connecting data points with straight lines when the data actually doesn't actually follow a linear trend. This can be seen like there is a trend or a pattern when really none exists. You can see this on the chart on the left, where you have 1,000 at the base and 1,100 moves up about 2 blocks, and then you have several blocks within it. Gives it a upward curve where technically it should be moving along this line here and ending up, and shouldn't be sloping that high. And so that's a misleading line there. 3D chart, very impressive chart here on the side with your color and your items, but the information tells you very little, and it's really just a beautiful picture with no meaning. Pie chart with too many slices. A pie chart with numerous small slices can make it difficult to distinguish between them, the size of which one is bigger and which one is larger, and leading to confusion or misinterpretation of the information. Missing context. Failing to provide context or relevant information alongside the graph can lead to misinterpretation. For example, presenting absolute numbers without population size or percents. Really, with that information missing, you really can't get the true picture of what the graph is talking about with Germany, UK, France, Netherlands, Spain, Portuguese, and Italy. That information of the population size and the percentage could give a lot more meaning to what we have in the graph here. It's misleading now, and it has a lot of missing information that is very valuable. When encountering graphs, it's essential to critically evaluate the data representation and consider whether the graphs actually reflect the information it intends to convey. This is very, very important here, and I hope the few items that we went over can help you really assess a graph if it's being misinterpreted. Thank you. My name is George Bradley, and here's my contact information. And please call or email me if you have any questions.